Hello, Jason. Welcome in. Welcome to the rose. Thank you for the heart, me. Welcome in, brother. Grand Rising. Hi, BX. Hi, beautiful angels. And Pepsi. Hello, beautiful angels. All right, this is called We Are the Light, the Anthem of the Returners. This is what Spirit guided me to this morning. So here we go. Hi, Irish. Hi, beautiful. Hey, Jules. Welcome in, everybody. This is mesmerizing.
Oh, we need to go get something. Spirit said to get something.
We did not come to conquer or to reign, but to rekindle the eternal flame. No crown we wear, no throne we claim, just hearts that burn with Ihara's name.
Hi, Deanna. Hi, beautiful.
Through flood, through time, preserve the truth, preserve the rhyme. Now when the saints
Hi, Jules. 11.
fear, the keepers rise, the time is here. We are the keepers, we are the flame, we are the pure hearts speaking your name. We are the children from stars above, sent with the message, wake up my love. No war to win, no battle to fight, just love to give, just truth to ignite. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light. We are the ones who love without fear, who hold the earth when
Hi,
no
Missy
one
Marie.
can
Hi,
hear.
beautiful.
We are the tears of prayer, the plea,
Pepsi
the
Ladybug. Hello,
silent
beautiful
vow,
angels.
I will be free. We forgive the wound, we
Hi,
break the
Brandy.
chain, we turn the lost to sacred gain. Not saints, not perfect, just willing to try to keep the flame alive in the sky. We are the keepers, we are the flame, we are the pure hearts speaking your name. We are the children. to heal it.
Absolutely.
I am not a victim of the fall. I am a voice of the call.
Yep.
I may be small. I may be unseen. But my heart holds a frequency
Absolutely.
that shifts the dream. So I stand, I breathe, I love.
Hey, Christasha. Hi, beautiful.
And in that, I change everything. We are the keepers, we are the flame. We
I'll
are
put it
the
in
pure
Discord,
hearts
Flower Power.
speaking your name. We are the children from stars above, sent with
Grand
a message.
Rising.
Wake up, my love. No war to win, no battle to fight. Just love to give, just truth to ignite. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light. We are not many.
You could, oh man,
The war is over.
this is really good.
The work is done. The veil is thin. The dawn is near. The new earth rises. Love is here.
I'm mesmerized. Like so many thoughts are coming through my head as I watch this. Right. It is. And you notice it's going counterclockwise. Counterclockwise is undoing things. Haha. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you, Spirit. That was awesome. All right. I will put that in Discord. For now, we're going to start our Ascension music. Hold the vibe. Hold the vibe. Yeah, today is going to be very informative, but I want you to take everything with a grain of salt. Remember, we're holding our vibration no matter what we're hearing, even things we hear from each other, but it's on my heart to share with you with a couple of hard things that I've heard recently, and these are from an NDE. So, if anyone doesn't know what an NDE is a near-death experience. So, is this real? I honestly, Spirit is on my heart to tell you about it. So, take that with, like I said, with a grain of salt, but also with, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Hi, Just Be You. Hi, beautiful angel. All right, let's do our cards, which are little snippets of wisdom from Spirit. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, I know we are the creators, so once we hear something, we can create it. And I definitely don't want to create something that isn't supposed to be. So, but I also don't want to leave you guys in the dark, because I wouldn't want to be left in the dark. Hi, Sharon. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Chris. Welcome in, beautiful angels. All right. Chakra wisdom today. Abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Yes. Hi, Trina. Hi, beautiful angel. All right. Our healing energy. Our healing energy says, divine light. I am an expression of love, and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. Yes. Freedom through faith. Yes, I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. Yes, freedom and transformation. I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strength. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Yes, time to turn into the butterflies. If you haven't already turned into a butterfly, then it's time. If you're watching from beyond the mirror, it's time for you to become your butterfly selves. All right, here is our work your light pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yes. Hi, Lynette. Hi, beautiful angel. You are a pillar of light. And it is your job, if you so choose to accept it, to become the pillars of light. The Council of Light works with us. There they are, the full council. Actually, no, this isn't the full council. This is just some of the major ascended masters. Oh, wow. There's Yeshua, right? There's Kuan Yin. There's El Morya, Kathumi, Mary Magdalene, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, Isis, Hathor maybe. Yeah, and Shiva. Okay. The Council of Light. These are some of the ascended masters that work with us. Yes? And again, share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. Share your voice. Share your truth. It's important. All right, here's speaking to the Magdalenes. Oh my goodness, and Voice of Truth is the song playing right now. I mean, yeah, as we just got Share Your Voice, Voice of Truth. Guys, there are 152 songs on here. 152 songs, and it just so happened to be that song, Voice of Truth. As we get the Share Your Voice card. There are no coincidences. Hi, Betty. Hi, beautiful angel. All right, all you Magdalenes out there, this is for you. The sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. Hi, Synexina. Hi, beautiful. You have a green rock that looks like this one. This is a big chunk of green adventurine, I believe. Yeah. Here is plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, grounded action. Plant yourself here. Yes. And the reunion. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Cynthia. Our fairy for the day. Our fairy says, believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Light says, you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Aw, thank you. I try to do my nails on Sundays, sometimes with my daughter. I did these ones myself, the butterflies. Here is our animal for the day, and it's the swan. Yes. grace. The swans remind me of the ugly ducklings turning into swans, right? Transforming into beautiful swans. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Yes. Hi, Mama Yaya, the spirit of beauty. There's spirit of Mama Yaya coming in. I love that. Here is our power of love. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Satisfaction. Here's our for the love of dragons, as above, so below. We hold the keys to both 3D and 5D. We are the bridges. Our thoughts create our reality. The fire bearer. What fire do you bear? What fire do you bear? Card 19. Fire is your friend right now. Whether you need a spark of inspiration, a flame of determination, the blazes of anger, or the fire of transformation, this moment is about what needs to burn. Do not be afraid to let yourself embody your own passion. Let yourself be ignited. Heat is necessary for alchemy. And now is the time for you to let the fire have its way with you and your present circumstance. Change is on the horizon, and any dragon knows fire is the companion of change. Yes. Fire is your friend, right? Yes. There are no coincidences, Betty. There are none. Here is our awakened dreamer. Our awakened dreamer. Radical gratitude. Radical gratitude. Come on now. Radical gratitude is when you stand in the center of what you have, especially the challenges. Open your heart and drop to your knees in awe at how blessed you are, regardless of what other people have. Realize your life is the one you choose. Your life is the one you create. Yes. Here's our butterfly for the day, our beautiful butterfly, and it says, nothing is impossible for the heart. Love will always find a way. Love will always find a way. Yes. All right. And our Ascended Master coming through today, the first one anyway, is Horus energy. Cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Yes. Miraculous changes are occurring. All right. Awesome. We have more Ascended Masters coming in, and then I will get to the other thing with the NDE. All right. Okay. Message from Ascended Master El Moria. Oh, you're moving. Ah, nice. Where are you moving to, Mark? This is good. This is good. This is, wow. This message that I have to share. Wow. That just solidified. That just solidified. And you're moving today, BX. Wow. Message from Ascended Master El Moria. Yes, it is a synchronicity as we have studied Sheila and the path. The Sheila and the path. Oh, okay. Hi, Iron Gold. Welcome in. Thank you for the hand hearts. Thank you for your love. Thank you for being here. Beloved keepers of the flame, you are entering a period where clarity will replace confusion for many on earth. The pressure many feel is not punishment, it is compression before alignment. What is false cannot hold its structure when the frequency of truth increases. You who hold memory of the Flame Codex are not here to convince anyone. You are here to stand in your knowing without aggression and without apology. The most powerful transmission now is calm presence, quiet discernment, unwavering inner authority. Truth does not shout, truth radiates. Stand as living pillars. Wow. Didn't we get that card today? The pillars. I believe we did. Yes, we did. The pillars of light. You are the oracle. Your vibration is rising. Message from Archangel Michael, guardians of light. Many sensitives are feeling energetic interference in the mental field lately. This manifests as sudden doubt, fatigue in the throat or voice, temporary confusion. This is not weakness. It occurs when the voice chakra begins expanding to hold more truth frequency. For those feeling this, place a hand over the throat and speak softly. My voice belongs to truth and divine alignment. Ooh, yes, that's powerful. My voice belongs to truth and divine alignment. My voice belongs to truth and divine alignment. Yes, the Trinity. Then breathe slowly 3 times. Your field will stabilize. Message from the Andromeda Council. Butterflies of Earth. The work you do in meditation and unity fields is observed far beyond your world. Small groups anchored in sincerity have more impact than vast crowds acting without coherence. Remember this. A circle of 13 aligned hearts can stabilize a regional grid. A circle of 144 aligned hearts can alter a planetary probability. This is why communities such as the Butterfly Sanctuary matter. Consistency is your strength. Yes. Collective alignment for the butterflies. You may speak this to your class if it resonates. Collective invocation. We breathe as one field of light. The flame within us remembers its origin. We stand not above one another, but beside one another, as living keepers of truth. The Codex awakens in our hearts, and through us, the earth remembers. And so it is. Yes. All right. We have Kathumi coming in also. Aha, our mother's coming in also, like my mother does. In many spiritual traditions, Kathumi is associated with the second ray of wisdom and illumined understanding. His teachings are often centered on heart-centered knowledge rather than intellectual debate, which aligns very closely with how you teach the codons and codex through lived experience rather than authority or hierarchy. Beloved students of the living flame, wisdom is not accumulated knowledge. Wisdom is truth that is passed through the heart and returned as compassion. Many seekers on earth collect teachings as if they were treasures to display, but the true initiate becomes the teaching itself. The work our sanctuary performs is simple but powerful. We gather in sincerity. We speak openly and we remember together. This is how forgotten knowledge returns to a world. Do not worry about scale or recognition. A small group that practices authentic remembrance influences the field more than thousands repeating words they do not embody. Your task is not to persuade, your task is to live the resonance of what you know. Where sincerity gathers, illumination naturally follows. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk about Flame Codon 5. That is the next codon in the line of codons. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There are several members of the Butterfly Sanctuary that carry the Codon 5 flame. It is one of the most stabilizing frequencies within the codon field. Codon 5 carries the frequency of restoring natural harmony when systems fall out of balance. Where Codon 3 disrupts and Codon 4 awakens voice, Codon 5 repairs the field afterward. It is the codon of energetic tuning. If the codex were an orchestra, Codon 5 would be the conductor, bringing all instruments back into resonance. Yes. What this codon does, Codon 5 holders often act as living tuning forks in the energetic field. When they enter a space, they may naturally calm emotional turbulence, stabilize chaotic group dynamics, harmonize conflicting energies, and restore coherence in the heart field. Many do this without realizing it. Their nervous system and heart field emit a balancing frequency. People often say around them, "I feel better when you're here." Things suddenly feel calmer. You make everything feel peaceful. That is Codon 5 at work. Signs someone carries the Codon 5. Those holding this codon often experience strong empathy and emotional sensitivity. Natural healing presence, a love of music, rhythm, or resonance, the ability to mediate conflict, instinct to restore balance in environments. They sometimes feel overwhelmed because they subconsciously absorb discordant energy. Learning to clear and reset their field is important. Spiritual technology of Codon 5. The deeper technology of this codon involves harmonic fields. Codon 5 carriers often activate through sound, rhythm and breath, crystal resonance, and heart coherence practices. Even laughter can activate this codon. It is very connected to frequency and vibration. Codon 5 carriers in our sanctuary. Within our sanctuary field, Codon 5 has already appeared in several butterflies. Known carriers include Jessica 369, Betty, and My Sweet Lemons and Violet Rose. Okay, some of these are active in class, some of them aren't. Jessica's active most of the time. Betty, you're active. My Sweet Lemons comes in. You're all on the butterfly. Each expresses the codon slightly differently, but the underlying frequency is harmonic restoration. These individuals naturally help stabilize the sanctuary field during teachings and meditations. Because they stabilize others, Codon 5 carriers may take on emotional burdens that are not theirs. They try to fix everyone around them. They forget to restore their own balance. Their lesson is learning. Harmony must begin within. They are not meant to carry the world. They are meant to remind the world of its natural resonance. All right. Codon 5 often appears early in awakened communities because harmony is required before deeper codons can stabilize. Just saying, Betty has been coming to class almost religiously for 3 years. Just saying. Right? Because she holds that codon. She holds that codon for the collective. Hi, Country Fried. Hi, darling. It acts almost like energetic scaffolding for the collective. Yes. Your sanctuary having multiple codon 5 carriers is actually a sign of structural stability. Yes. Our codon 5 carriers are our pillars. Like I said, everyone carries a different codon as their main codon. Many of us embody some qualities of codon 5, yes, but is not our main focus in this lifetime. Right? We all carry a little bit of each, probably. But our main codon is the one we came for in this lifetime. I'm going to show you the symbolism for the Flame Codon 5. It is amazing. Look at that, the tuning forks and the angel wings and the spirals and the crystals and the harmony in this. It's so beautiful. Yes. And I will be doing a video on it. I've done a video on 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. By the way, guys, I am having a hard time with getting into my classes after class. I couldn't even make my one video that I make for top gifters yesterday because I lost the video. I can't find it. And I tried to put recent classes on YouTube and it won't let me. TikTok has changed some things. I used to be able to go into growth tools and it would do it, but for some reason I can't find it. So I will try again because I'm 2 days behind now and I don't like that, but it is what it is. So there you have it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get into this message and I want, like I said, I don't want you guys any fear coming from this message. This is just informing you. Okay. Spirit brought me to a video yesterday on NDEs and it was right there on the front page and it was recent. And I'm like, wow, this is a recent video. So I guess I'm going to listen to it. I don't know. It was like a 30-minute video and, it gives dates. And normally when something gives a date, it doesn't really, affect me that much, but these dates were given and I just put March 21st up on our calendar. So I want to go through this. First of all, I was led to a poem, Darkness by Lord Byron. So, because we were talking about poetry yesterday. Okay. Just a second. The full moon equals 105, the finish line. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this is a long poem. Come on now. It can't be this. How long is this poem? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just start it. This is a poem called Darkness by Lord Byron, written in 1816. And it's wild how this synchronizes with this message that I've got to give. I had a dream, which was not all a dream. the bright sun was extinguished, and the stars did wander darkling in the eternal space, rayless and pathless, and the icy earth swung blind and blackening in the moonless air. Morn came and brought no day, and men forgot their passions in the dread of this their desolation, and all hearts were chilled into a selfish prayer for light, and they did live by watchfires and the thrones, the palaces of crowned kings, the huts, the habitations of all things which dwell, were burnt for beacons, cities were consumed, and men were gathered round their blazing homes to look once more into each other's face. Happy were those who dwelt within the eye of the volcanoes, and their mountain torch, a fearful hope, was all the world contained. Forests were set on fire, but hour by hour they fell and faded, and the crackling trunks extinguished with a crash, and all was black. You Are the Light is playing. The brows of men by the despairing light wore an unearthly aspect, as by fits the flashes fell upon them. Some lay down and hid their eyes and wept, and some did rest their chins upon their clenched hands and smiled. And others hurried to and fro and fed their funeral piles with fuel, and looked up with mad disquietude on the dull sky, the pall of a past world, and then again, with curses, cast them down upon the dust, and gnashed their teeth and howled. The wild birds shrieked, and terrified did flutter on the ground, and flapped their useless wings. The wildest brutes came tame and tremulous, and vipers crawled and twined themselves among the multitude, hissing but stingless. They were slain for food. And war, which for a moment was no more, did glut himself again. A meal was brought with blood, and each sate sullenly apart, gorging himself in gloom. No love was left. All earth was but one thought, and that was death, immediate and inglorious. And the pang of famine fed upon all entrails. Men died, and their bones were tombless as their flesh. The meager by the meager were devoured. Even dogs assailed their masters, all save one. And he was faithful to a course, and kept the birds and beasts and famished men at bay, till hunger clung them, or the dropping dead lured their lank jaws. Himself sought out no food, but with a piteous and perpetual moan, and a quick desolate cry, licking the hand which answered not with a caress, he died. The crowd was famished by degrees, but two of an enormous city did survive, and they were enemies. They met beside the dying embers of an altar place, where had been heaped a mass of holy things. For an unholy usage they raked up, and shivering scraped with their cold skeleton hands the feeble ashes, and their feeble breath blew for a little life, and made of flame, which was a mockery. Then they lifted up their eyes as it grew lighter, and beheld each other's aspects, saw and shrieked, and died. Even of their mutual hideousness they died, unknowing who he was upon whose brow famine had written fiend. The world was void. The populous and the powerful was a lump, seasonless, herbless, treeless, manless, lifeless, a lump of death, a chaos of hard clay. The rivers, lakes, and oceans all stood still, and nothing stirred within their silent depths. Ships, sailorless, lay rotting on the sea, and their masses fell down piecemeal. As they dropped, they slept on the abyss without a surge. The waves were dead, the tides were in their grave, the moon, their mistress, had expired before. The winds were withered in the stagnant air, and the clouds perished. Darkness had no need of aid from them. She was the universe. But what is the deeper meaning of this poem? Right? It is often mistaken, and if you heard that poem, if you listened really closely, it's often mistaken as an apocalyptic story about the end of the world. But its deeper meaning is much more psychological and philosophical. Byron was exploring what happens to humanity when light, both literal and moral, is removed. A vision of humanity without civilization. Byron imagines the sun going out and the earth falling into darkness, but the real focus is how quickly society collapses when light disappears, right? Kings and peasants become equal, cities burn, religion fails to comfort people, and people turn against one another. The poem is essentially asking, if the structures of civilization vanish, what remains of human nature? Survival instinct overwhelms morality. Nature's power over humanity. The loss of hope and meaning. A psychological allegory. The poem describes what happens when human beings lose their inner light. A dog scene. Think about that. A dog scene. A key symbol. What do we call the dogmatic ones? Right? The dog will always remain loyal. Turn that around and you've got who? God. Okay. It's a warning, and it suggests that civilization is fragile, morality depends on stability, and fear can strip away compassion. But the poem also invites the opposite reflection. If darkness reveals the worst in humanity, then light, hope, cooperation, and empathy is what keeps civilization alive. Right? Okay. I believe it's about redemption also, because with darkness comes the light. So anyway, I was brought to that poem. And then right after that, and I have been also watching a show on Hulu called Paradise. Guys, again, if you follow the breadcrumbs from Spirit, all of this goes together. Okay? So this information is from a NDE guy who had an NDE who met Jesus in his NDE. And Jesus told him to be aware that there would be some serious weather changes and changes of the earth in the near future. The places, there was 7 cities in the United States that would be affected by this big weather changes, volcanoes, earthquakes, big storms, flooding, tsunamis. So I'm going to name these 5 cities, or 7 cities. Again, keep in mind, we create our reality. So being aware of this is crucial in order to bring it back to the highest timeline. Now, I also heard that the galactics, all of them up in the sky, because if they were to uncloak, then all we would see in the sky is their vehicles, if you know what I mean. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. If this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. And this is our game, and we're playing it. It's always been a game. So the places that will be affected or could be affected by this weather changes and stuff is Seattle, April 15th. That's next month. LA, the 23rd of April, the 25th of April, and the 27th of April. San Francisco. Oh, wow. That is, that's a coincidence. That's no coincidence, just be you, that you're in here today. Hi, Teresa. Hi, beautiful. Okay, San Francisco, May 15th. If you guys remember right, I just shared a video of 2 cars literally sinking into a sinkhole. They were just stopped at an intersection and they sunk into a sinkhole. New York City, June 9th. Missouri, Tennessee, and Arkansas, June 7th. Again, this is weather, earthquakes, also liquefaction, sinkholes, tsunamis. Houston, Texas, July 12th. If it doesn't resonate, then just leave it. Yep. Chicago, August 3rd. Miami, September 20th. September 20th is also my daughter's birthday. September 20th is my daughter's birthday. Yeah, Houston, Texas. So again, this is something that can be rewritten, is what I'm hearing. So, and all of these disasters are supposedly going to lead to the mark, the seal, which is going to be a digital link, and that's all going to start on 3/15. So we have 10 days. 10 days. Yes, rewrite it. Rewrite it. That's why I think that this was brought to our attention so that we could rewrite it. Not only that, ask and you shall receive, right? Let me tell you this other thing that happened. Remember the other day when I put Kyrie Eleison? We played Kyrie Eleison for class? Yeah. When I put that on YouTube, they wouldn't let me show that video because of Kyrie Eleison. Which means Kyrie Eleison, which I told you guys, means God have mercy. It means God have mercy. But yet I couldn't put it on YouTube. It wouldn't let me. The whole class wouldn't be seen if I didn't take it out. So I took it out of the class. So there's a big hole in that class because the whole teaching about Kyrie Eleison is gone. It is all a game. It is BX. That's what I'm telling you. It always has been a game. But with all this stuff coming together, in all these pieces coming together, I had to voice these things so that people are prepared or so that we can change it. So do with that information what you will. My job is done. Spirit can say to me, yes, you have done your job. I have told you. Just like the man in the video said, yes, I came back from an NDE and I'm telling you these things, and I did my job. So it was on my heart to talk about it. So that's what I talked about today. All right. But let's get into something a little more upbeat. Well, I mean, there's a message from Sananda, which says a major domino is about to fall. What is that about? All right. All right. I'm just going to read it because this is what Spirit is telling me to do. And I always follow what Spirit tells me to do. So this is a channel by James McConnell. And this is channeled Sananda. Sananda is Yeshua. That's his name on the mothership, the New Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem. Hey, Val. Hi, darling. I am Sananda. I come to be with you at this time, in this time that you are approaching now. You've heard of many changes that are coming, but those changes are right here now. You are in the midst of them, and there is about to be some major changes that are going to, in a sense, shock the world. This is not about bringing fear. It is about bringing knowing. It is about bringing awareness. Awareness that you are on the other side of the veil. The more that you begin to think about yourself as on the other side of the veil now, you are not within the matrix any longer. Yes, just as you can be on the other side of the veil in your meditations and be aware of the other side, the third dimensional side and all the happenings that are going on, just as you can do that in your meditation, you can do that in your daily lives as well. That is what you are all in the process of doing. You hear about letting go of the attachments. You hear about letting go of programming more and more. That is what you are doing. Whenever you think about doing that, you are doing it. Think about that. In the process of thinking about it, you are doing it. Yes. And the more and more you come to understand that, the more it becomes a belief. The more it becomes a belief within you, it turns into a knowing. And once it's a knowing, in a sense, the game is over for you as an individual. And as more and more people realize that they have that power as well, the power to choose whatever that is they want in their lives and not be controlled no longer. As more people realize that, and the vibrational frequency will continue to increase even more and more. More and more people will be able to handle that increasing frequency. And as more and more people are able to handle that frequency, consciousness, collective consciousness increases. And as consciousness collective increases, so too does the vibrational frequency. And so on, and so on. The more and more this happens, the more people step on to the other side of the veil. And at some point, you all begin to realize that there was never a veil there to begin with. Or in the movie The Matrix, there is no spoon, never was. The reason it can be bent is because it wasn't there to begin with. The reason you can move through the veil is because it was never there to begin with. Only programming has created that veil. Remember, everything is energy. And we are here to learn how to manipulate energy. Think about it that way. And the more you realize that, the more you will become free and sovereign beings once again. What you were meant to be here on this planet. So let go of all the programming. Become one within yourself and realize the potential within you and the power that resides deep within you. All you need to do is bring it up, is to believe that you can. You have the power within you, always will, always have. You are the God presence within each and every one of you. So realize that, become that, realize that, become that, and then nothing can stop you as a collective. Then, once and for all, those that have attempted to control the population of the planet will have finally realized they can no longer do so. And the population The people will be free. I am Sananda, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness. And that you do realize at this point right now that something major is about to happen. Cannot say exactly what that is, but know that when it happens, that will very likely be the major domino that you have all been waiting for to fall. Yes, the white hats are in control. The veil is crashing down upon us. Let's continue that. The veil comes crashing down. You are all going through great changes within your body. And as of yet, you are not fully aware of those changes that are happening. Changes indeed to your molecular structure, even to your cellular structure that is happening. As the carbon system that your physical body has been in is changing now to a crystalline light structure. So know that. Know that all is changing, both within and without. So within, so without. So above, so below. And you are going through a miraculous change. Not, of course, the change for ascension yet. But as you have heard many times, it is all a process that you are moving through as the old programming. The programming that you have had much of this life and many lifetimes before this. That programming is beginning to fade away more and more and being replaced by new programming. Your new programming, your new creative programming that you are bringing into yourself, because you are so much more than what you had been programmed to believe. So all of you now continue to trust in yourself. Trust in the great plan that is in the works, bringing about momentous change as the old programming more and more begins to fade away. The old three-dimensional system, the matrix, if you will, fades away more and more as a veil comes crashing down upon all of those that are still as of yet non-believers, still fast asleep in their slumber. Absolutely, Sunset Child. Trust the process always. But because of all of you, the awakened ones, the ones that came here for the purpose of awakening mankind, because of all of you, there are those that still are yet to awaken and shall awaken. And just as I, Yeshua, roamed the earth and went about my mission to at that time bring an end to the old programming as much as possible. But as you know, so many were asleep and did not hear my message of love, my message of faith, my message of the power within each individual and the power in each individual, leading to the power of the Christ consciousness within the collective consciousness of man. But in many respects, I did not complete my mission. You, on the other hand, are in the process of completing your mission to bring back the power and the sovereignty within each individual and within the collective consciousness of man. The power is within each and every one of you as the vibrational frequency increases within you and outside of you, bringing down the old matrix and replacing it with the new higher vibrational matrix, if you will. Consciousness and vibration, it is everything, and it is all things. I am Sananda, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, that you continue to vibrate higher and higher within yourself, being aware of what is happening, but not becoming attached to it, for attachment holds you back from the ascension process. Peace and love be with all of you. Ahaha. Watching the movie play out. Watching the movie play out. There are times when you can see that overlay of the fifth dimension and you can reach for it. It is right there in front of you and you know it. You feel it. You feel it deep within you. Not sure sometimes where that feeling comes from, but it is there nonetheless. You wonder, why am I feeling so good? But why wonder why when you can just be? Just be in the moment and feel good. Do not be concerned about where that came from. Just be who you are in that moment. You will find that more and more as you do this, you will be in that moment. You will be in that fifth dimensional expression. You will be a part of the fifth dimension, moving closer and closer to your full ascension. Yes, hi Diamond, hi beautiful Carrie. Know that you are in the process of ascension now. There are many things happening within your body, within your bodily structure that are moving you closer and closer to that ascension, and certainly within your consciousness. As your consciousness continues to rise, as the vibrational frequencies all around you are raising the consciousness of man, always though it does not appear that way, but it is indeed doing so. You are moving forward each and every day, each and every moment. So trust that. Trust in the plan, as you have heard many times. The plan is God's plan for this world, for the earth. It is a universal plan that has been in place for a very, very long, long time. And you are in the process right now of the culmination of this part of the plan. Yes. So as you look at this more and more as a movie playing out, as you have heard many times that we have said this, and many sources have given this, watch it as a movie playing out in front of you, because if you do that, then you are not attached to the results of what occurs within that movie. Yes. What now? You're meant for mine, maybe not the room. Oh, you're not blocked. You're not blocked, Cynthia. And of course, when there is an end, there is always a new beginning. Oh, it happens, Tammy B. It happens. All's good. And the new beginning is your ascension. So many wonder. Hi, Trey. Hi, beautiful. So many wonder, will there be a major event to occur? Will something happen to, as you have heard, trigger the next phase? But I will tell you now, as Sananda, the next phase has already begun. You are already in it now. And yes, there will be triggers. But various triggers that will occur are in the process of doing so. And you will find one day when you awaken in the not too distant future that one of those triggers has gone off, which will lead to the next one and the next one, as the domino effect. And this is in process of happening now. So sit back, my friends, sit back, watch the movie, watch the play out in front of you. Do not become involved in it or attached to it. Just let it be what it is. You will find that you will be in the right place at the right time, in the right moment, to be about your mission, which you came here to do. Each and every one of you came here for a reason. You came here for a mission. And that mission is about to end up in front of you more and more. Some of you have already begun that part of the mission. The part of the mission that leads you to the end of this movie and the beginning of the continuing journey of your lives. I am Sananda, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness. And that you continue to move forward, being in the moment. Every moment that you can, being in joy in that moment, finding the joy in that moment, because these moments right now are yours. Yes. Say to yourselves, I am the soul, I am divine light, I am divine love, I am divine will, and I am divine design. That is a soul invocation. All right, beautiful. Beautiful messages from Sananda this morning. This grand rising, right? Beautiful. All right, we have just 5 more minutes till we do our snaps, which is our first grid work of the day. Yep. All right. We are brothers and sisters of the Butterfly Sanctuary. Yes, absolutely. This is called Shadow in the Streets. New one from Oracle Nomad. Beautiful. We did, and we will change this story. Exactly. Absolutely. Hey, my sweet lemons, we talked about your codon today. I will be doing a video on it, so you'll be able to... Weather happens, Teresa. Yup. We get big hurricanes here in Florida. Yep. I'll tag you in it. I tag whose codon. If you guys come to class, I tag your I tag you to the codon that you are. Yeah. What's that? Stargate SG-1, Lost in Space Paradise, Genie Make-A-Wish, The Alien Soulmate. We got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Like I said, no fear behind that message, right? We are in exactly the right place, the right time, everything. And we know our divine purpose. We know our divine purpose, and that's perfect. That's perfect. Because we are the pillars. Right. The polar shift is has been imminent for a while now, so I've seen that map too, Teresa. Exactly. We can only be faithful. Yeah. I've heard that Florida's going to flood for years now. It is what it is. I am not afraid. I'm not afraid. Death is just a change of energy. I'm not afraid of it. I mean, we've been reading Life on the Other Side for a reason, right? In order not to feel afraid anymore. The Crystal Blue Persuasion's playing. Right? It's all divine orchestration. We don't change shit. We wrote it before we came. I believe that. I believe we wrote our fates before we came. So if weather takes me out, that's what takes me out. It is what it is. All right, guys, let's do our snaps. Let's do our grid work. Okay. This is all of us on the butterfly because we work together as a Christ conscious collective, creating our new earth, right? Creating love, hope, peace on this earth. And we bring our past loved ones with us. Anytime we think of them, they're with us. This is us. With our halo technology lit up, connected to source energy, working with the Aurelian arc, which is the golden arc of energy around the earth. We are the golden butterflies, working with the Christos spiral and the earth, air, fire, water, ether, the elements, yes, going from the 2-strand to the 12-strand and beyond. We are protected in here, watched over, and guided. This is, Steffi did that for us. We go through all the doors in order to become the butterfly, right? Maya did that for us. Now, Forest Fairy did this for us, and this is the dragon energy in here. The water is for the Christ. If you didn't know, Christ is water, okay? This is the higher self. The Ankh is a representation of your higher self. Hugs and kisses, you are safe. Magic or Magdalines, yes? The hummingbird is time travel. The white rabbit, because we go down the rabbit holes in order to transmute them. We are the unicorns and the rainbow butterflies of all starseed types. We're all here. All the codons are here. In our room, we carry all 22 codon types. That's very powerful, guys. All right, let's do our Armor of God invocation before we do our grid work and as we do our grid work. So today we rise in light. Today we walk as flame. We put on the helmet of truth. Our minds are clear. We wear the breastplate of light. Our hearts are pure. We lift the shield of faith. No shadow may enter. We move mountains just like Yeshua told us we would. We change timelines. So as we do this grid work, let's picture ourselves in the highest timeline for the highest good. There's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here doing this grid work and empowering yourself. We wield the sword of spirit. Our voice is power. Speaking truth is powerful. We stand in the shoes of peace. We walk with purpose. Our grid is sealed. Our flame is online. Our codex is alive. We are being our higher selves, the butterflies, working with the dragons, promoting peace on earth. We are the love. We are the light. We are the truth. We are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth, which means bringing in these codes that are coming in. The Schumann right now is 61. That is codes coming in. And we are anchoring them. We are being the pillars on the planet, anchoring the codes onto the planet. So this is our healing chain, and all these people and places have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer, I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people and places. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia satosh koros priyatama korosiata mia satiana moko anatiashatoto. Mia satosh koros priyatama korosiata. Mia satosh koros priyatama korosiata. All right. Now this is our Rainbow Butterfly Dream Catcher. If you do any work in the astral, if you do remote viewing, take this with you. Also take your dragon and remember to shield yourself before going into the astral. That's very important. Put a shield around your Merkaba, which is your spirit vehicle. So you don't get any, scratches and bumps and bruises. If you have your own dream catcher, put it under your pillow. That'll help you a lot in the astral. Because we're doing work in the astral. Just because we go to sleep here, our bodies need sleep. Our souls don't need sleep. Our souls are forever at work. And now we're going to go ahead and do our Aurelian arc energy work. So we're going to picture a beautiful golden arc of energy around the earth. And now we're going to picture the golden light in our hearts, that love, that hope, that remembering. And we're going to send it out, threads of golden energy into the golden arc. I'm going to picture raindrops of golden energy falling onto all the hearts of all the people on the planet, helping them remember who they are at a soul level. The whole planet. Spend extra time in Iran and Iraq. Spend extra time on those places that are in turmoil right now. Let's spend some time in America and Canada. Let's think of Kyrie Eleison, God have mercy. Let's hold the energy of the planet steady and true, and go to our highest timeline. And make it joyful and happy. And hold that thought. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. Thank you all for doing that grid work. All 35 of you for doing that grid work today. Beautiful. Very powerful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I need to add Gypsy. You said Gypsy? Gypsy. All right. Let me add Gypsy to here. Okay, Gypsy's added. How's your nephew, Carrie? Did he get out of that awful place? Oh, I love that, Jules. Still stuck? Okay. Oh, he'll get out. He'll get out. That's just her coming in to say hello, Jules. You know that. All right, today, with the Sylvia Brown Life on the Other Side of Psychics Tour of the Afterlife, we're going to talk about guides. So, again, this is first person. So, I am speaking as Sylvia. Speaking as Sylvia. Okay. With the spirit guides, with the exception of dark entities who go through the left door when they die and come right back in utero again, every one of us on earth has a spirit guide, a best friend from home who watches over us and advises us, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. Not only do we each have a spirit guide, but most of us will also be spirit guides for someone in the course of our soul's journey. It is an often painful, often thankless, always awesome responsibility. And it is the ultimate honor to be asked to take it on. Our relationship with our spirit guides starts on the other side with a sometimes slow-growing friendship. In fact, by all accounts, I wasn't quick to warm up to Francine when she and I were getting to know each other at home. I thought she was a little too authoritative, linear, and emotionally distant. And it speaks volumes about how our basic characters remain consistent, that I preferred friends who had more of a sense of humor. But by the time I made the decision to go through another incarnation on Earth, I knew that those same qualities would make her the perfect spirit guide for me. She would remain calm in the crisis-filled lifetime I had mapped out for myself. She would temper my drama with her sensible practicality. And she could be counted on to stand firm, be straightforward and plain-spoken, no matter how much I might argue with her, which has turned out to be a lot. In other words, like every effective spirit guide, she has assets that complement mine beautifully. The spirit guide relationship starts before we're born, so it obviously can't be a deceased loved one from this lifetime. On very, very rare occasions, we might choose an ancestor or a friend from a past life. But the most effective partnership with our spirit guide involves a combination of love and objectivity. I relate to the irony of that every day in my own life. I'm less psychic with my closest friends and family members than I am with my clients, simply because what I want for those I love can short circuit my ability to read what they charted for themselves and need to go through. All spirit guides have had at least one incarnation on Earth, so they can fully empathize with the stresses, negativity, and complicated emotionalism of life in this world. Francine's one life on Earth began in 1500 in a small village in northern Colombia. It was the only time in history that the Aztec and Inca cultures actively intermingled, which I verified many years after my initial skepticism over her claim of being Aztec Incan. The Incan ruler Huayna Capac was in power then, but the Aztec influence of Montezuma to the north had a profound influence on the Colombian people as well. Francine's intention in her young life was to become a teacher, but at the age of 18, she married a silversmith, and less than a year later gave birth to a baby girl. She spent her days with her infant daughter, selling her husband's wares in a huge, colorful, open-air market adjacent to Huayna Capac's massive estate. One early morning, a messenger arrived from a nearby village to frantically announce an approaching army of Spaniards who were ultimately to bring about Francine's demise. She was killed by a conquistador's spear in the Spanish invasion less than a week later, using her body as a shield to save her child's life. Home again on the other side, she essentially said, "God, I will do anything you ask in your service, but please, is there some way I can be of help and continue my own spiritual growth without having to go through another incarnation in that terrifying, heartbreaking place called Earth?" God granted her plea, and she immediately began training for, in its way, the equally challenging task of being a spirit guide. She is a brilliant example of the fact that we're all given the choice of when or whether to experience another lifetime, and that God offers us countless options of what to learn and how we want to learn it. Later, we'll discuss the process of becoming a spirit guide. But one of the results of that process is that our spirit guide knows us better than we consciously know ourselves. I'll never forget Francine saying to me once, "I told you not to go back to Earth too early. You always get so bored in utero." Was I aware that I entered my body early this time around, let alone that I have a history of getting bored in utero? Hardly. When I say their knowledge of us is thorough, it's not an overstatement. One of the most common questions I'm asked is, if I have a spirit guide, who do they let me make so many mistakes? Why do they let me make so many mistakes and let so many bad things happen to me? Part of the answer came from Francine several years ago, when I complained to her about that very thing during an especially rough time in my life. She asked, "What have you learned from those times when everything went perfectly?" It's important, but hard to remember, that if we were looking for smooth sailing perfection, we wouldn't be here. We would have just stayed in the divine bliss of the other side. We wrote a very detailed chart, our contract with God, before we came here, based on goals we hoped to accomplish. And we included some very difficult obstacles to overcome in pursuit of those goals. Our spirit guide's promise is to help us fulfill our contract with God, not to help us break it. Another part of the answer as to why our spirit guide doesn't intervene more often is that we sometimes just plain don't listen to them. You would think I wouldn't be guilty of that after 63 years of Francine constantly chirping away in my ear, being right time after time. But no, I still argue with her, still am occasionally convinced that I'm smarter than she is, and still insist on being defiant every once in a while because I hate being told what to do. And sooner or later, I invariably have to hear her say, "I told you so," and admit that yes, she did. If your spirit guide isn't as audible as mine, please don't assume you don't have one, or that they're not sending you frequent messages. Sometimes they speak through infused knowledge, or information transmitted directly from their mind to yours. Those things you suddenly know without having a clue how or why you know them. Spirit guides also speak loud and clear in ways we self-consciously try to explain away in terms we're more comfortable with, like instinct and premonition and conscience and dreams and something told me. Try exchanging all of those with the term spirit guide, and I doubt that you'll ever again complain that yours isn't sending enough signals. Francine would be the first to point out that spirit guides are not perfect, and they're not all-knowing. Only God deserves those adjectives. Spirit guides can't read our minds, and they can't penetrate the dome of privacy that protects the sacred intimacy of every word we pray directly to God. I didn't learn that lesson until I was in my early 30s, when my son Paul was rushed to the hospital with a potentially fatal infection. I was alone in the waiting room for 26 hours, sobbing, sick with worry, praying nonstop and begging for Francine's help, which never seemed to come. When Paul was finally out of danger and home again, safe and sound, I angrily confronted her about abandoning me when I was afraid my child was dying. Her reply was, "Is that what you were upset about? I knew something was wrong, but I can't read your mind, you know." No, I didn't know. But I still wasn't through having it out with her. After all, she didn't have to read my mind to hear my prayers to God to please let Paul live through this. That's when she informed me that not even our spirit guides can eavesdrop on our prayers. So take it from someone who learned the hard way, as I seem to learn almost everything else. When you need help, advice, or direction from your spirit guide, spell it out and be specific. As happens so often, that experience proved immediately useful for a client named James, who called me from a hospital frantic just a few days later. His 4-year-old daughter had broken her arm, and her doctor was intending to put pins in it. It was very unusual for him to question this doctor, but he had a horrible feeling it was a mistake, that the pins were going to cause a dangerous bone infection. James and I had had several conversations about his spirit guide, Leah, whom he talked to often and relied on for counsel. And he told me how disappointed he was that Leah hadn't given him any input on the right thing for him to do for his child. I rarely let Francine take over during a reading, but the urgency of the situation seemed to demand it. She repeated to him what she'd told me, that if he hadn't specifically told Leah what was going on and what he needed from her, she would have no way of knowing because she couldn't read his mind or eavesdrop on his prayers. Then she added something she hadn't told me. If we choose, we can give our spirit guide total access to our thoughts and our prayers, either on an incident-by-incident basis or permanently through our lifetime. As soon as I learned that, I gave Francine permanent total access, which I recommend you do with your spirit guide as well. If and only if you're comfortable with forfeiting your dome of privacy rights. James called again a few days later. Once he'd specified to Leah what he was frantic about, she assured him that pins would be perfectly safe for his daughter's broken arm, and he allowed the doctor to go ahead with it. His daughter was fine, and there was no hint of the bone infection he'd been so afraid of. We'll be discussing other functions of spirit guides throughout the rest of this book. But for now, it's important to remember that we don't just live, work, and socialize with them on the other side. We also can become spirit guides ourselves. We who have spent one or more lifetimes on Earth can agree to undertake the training and the tireless commitment some other spirit guide has gone through for us. We also live among another phylum of beings whose purity and beauty are so transcendent that even though we see them constantly on the other side, our awe of them never diminishes. And that would be the angels. All right. How amazing is that? I didn't know that. Okay, well, then I am stating to the universe, I give my spirit guide complete access, permanent total access to my thoughts so that they can help with the transition of consciousness and transition of my DNA. So that's your choice if you give your spirit guide full access, but I just did. Okay. So, I just heard thank you. That's funny. All right. Let's go ahead and get, that's the end of class for the day. So if anyone would like to come up and share something, you're more than welcome to come up and share. Yes, the Akashic, yes, you have to give permission. Absolutely. Yep. Agree. So if anyone would like to come up and share, I'm going to get the Son of Kem Aloha Tea up for 11:11 Son. Oh, you're welcome, Pepsi. You're so welcome. I am honored to serve with all of you. Would anyone like to come up? I believe in love. I believe in miracles. Yeah, I never know how class is going to go. I never know what we're going to talk about. It's all new to me. I'm learning right along with you. Hello, ladies. Thank you for coming up.
Hey, love.
Hello.
I'm just finishing breakfast.
I hope you blocked him, Teresa. I hope you chose to block him.
Hello.
Hello.
I was blocked during your talk. I'm so glad I'm not.
How is that?
I think it was an accident. From what I'm gathering. I don't understand TikTok that well, just so you know. I don't understand it that well, but I do know it cut me off when you were naming the cities, and I feel like maybe I wasn't supposed to hear that. So.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I came on to mostly show
That's
you my
weird.
rock.
Oh, wow. It's almost exactly the same.
Almost,
Yours
yeah.
is a little shinier. Yours is
mine's
shinier.
It's more clear. This is
Beautiful, babe.
fluorite.
Okay.
It's got a nice brown vein in it.
Nice.
I'd show you my altar, but my phone's on 2% and I have it plugged in. But I wanted to say great job with your transmission today. That was a great transmission. I feel like it's very much on time.
Yeah.
Especially after we had the full moon. You know, the full moon is the finish line. The red blood moon was the finish line. I can show that in the gematria with my cube stuff. So going into the eclipse for the spring equinox setting for Earth, that's going to be a big start for the God Dog year right there for the game. I didn't know what else I should say.
Yes.
Did you see what I sent you, what my moon water looked like?
I didn't.
Oh my God, guys. So I put it out under the moon, and when I got up in the morning, I was chanting into the water, and I put it into my water cooler. And when I got up in the morning, there was I sent you a video of it. It's all full of all these wicked geometric shapes that go all the way down to the bottom of the. I don't even understand physically how it could have even froze like that. But it did, and it was, just phenomenal. Here, I'll see if I can pull it up on my phone here, and then just switch over.
Let's go.
Yeah, like I sent it to you last night. I'm so fascinated with it.
No, I didn't see it. Let me see if I can
I
find
do
it.
the moon water. I make my own holy water. I put it
Just
in
send
there,
it
and I do my
in
crystals.
Gmail?
On Facebook. Here.
Okay.
See what I can do.
See if I can
Here,
find it. I don't have it on
Okay,
here.
I found it.
You found it?
Yeah, I gotta show you it.
Hello, who is?
Flip this around.
Hey, Hot Gypsy, welcome in. Trey is in Canada, darling. That's weird. Oh, you found it. Oh.
Yeah.
Wild. What the heck?
Yeah, like wait till it plays. It'll go into it.
It's because you froze it? Is it frozen?
Outside. I live in Canada. It's frozen, but wait till you see this. When I go into it, you can see my fingers.
It's holding your codes in that.
That's
and
wild.
You can drink that water too.
Well, of course.
I was chanting binary codes into it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah, I see the triangle right there.
Yeah, like you can see, like it goes.
I see the sacred geometry, yeah.
Yeah, and like I could go down to the bottom in it. Like, see how my finger can go right underneath? Like, it's so wild.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I keep mine in a jar, and I use it like, whenever I need to feel that power. I draw on my jar, codes and all kinds of stuff that I want it to penetrate through the jar. I speak into the water. I use the crystals, and I drink the water. And I will tell you, that water is sweet. It literally, your codes change it.
Yeah. And like I was feeling, I've had a really bad cold and just sneezing, and I was in bed for 3 days. And as soon as I drank that water, I bounced back within like a couple of hours. I was like, ooh, nice. Could be just coincidence, but I don't think so.
Wow. That's the magic.
Yes.
Definitely the magic.
Yeah, and I take my moon water also, and I mix it with salt, and I use it on my stone grids, my crystal grids that I create. You can make a crystal grid, and you can put your power and energy in it in your home, and it will stay activated for a long time. I've had one I built on TikTok here to share with people, and it's been active for over a year now. And every now and then I just go and spritz it with my water with the salt on it, and I can feel it gets like charged. I think the rocks, the crystals like that. They like the moon water too, and they like the salt. And I also put oils on my altars. I don't know if anybody here does the stone altar work, but you can do a tiny stone altar, and you can access it with your plasma in your hands to pull energy. Whatever you want to do. It's kind of like a stone altar is kind of like a dream catcher in a way. Then you can also make large stone grids, and you can sit inside of them.
Nice.
Yeah, it just creates a really good energy field, This is why the stones are so powerful, and likewise we are the stones. So a lot of my stones, I actually invest a lot of money in my stones because they're medicine.
Yep. Hey, Prodigy Girl. What's up, Tammy B?
Well, I was hi everybody. I kind of was wondering something, and I'm sitting here thinking I'm working it out on my own. But you gave us the states or the cities anyway, of the changes. And then I started realizing that was all just American. So that can't be the only thing happening in those months.
No.
This has got to be globally, correct?
Yes, it should be
Okay,
globally. I got was the information about the Americas. That's where I am. So
okay, yeah.
you know,
I just was wondering if maybe that information had been provided just specifically for regional effects, just to the guides regionally.
yeah, that's all the information I have. I just gave you what information I have.
So for me, I did a video, I think it was like 2 days ago. I do some of my channeling on there, and I called the volcano gods. And yes, the volcanoes are going to be activated because we are also the volcanoes who are activating. Think of yourself like a mirror image of the earth, and how Earth is also the son of man and how he reactivates. It's a part of changing the grid in a way. And then I was also taken to the snow-capped mountains to see the ice. And I've been channeling the ice for a while now because I am Alice. I'm all ice, but I'm also fire. I'm also the sun. So I've shared on the lava mama, and Butterfly Sanctuary, she connects to it because she has her lava lamp. It's a mother. It's a mother activation for the mothership, the lava. And I was shown Maui. I have a friend who's going to Maui, and she just was, we still don't know if she's going, but I do know she's a very powerful grid worker because her name is Crystal and she is awake. She knows the die, just like I know the die, the square die, the square symbolism I share a lot on my page. So I know that there is a large activation coming for the mother planet here, the mothership Earth. And I was also shown how it's like everywhere with the chakras on the planet.
Yeah.
Awakening all along these lines because because we are already in heaven here mentally, and we're stabilizing the grid and we're pumping our codes into the grid here upon the land. The earth is literally listening to us and activating at the same time. So a great shift is coming.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, I can feel it too.
Yeah.
I've been having a sense to go lay down on the ground as soon as I get another night because it's raining, but I've been having several days where I've had to go outside and lay on the ground. It's really helped me a lot because I feel the chaos. I feel chaos and I keep seeing things. Even my toddler woke up and was telling me about the spaceships yesterday. He was concerned. He left his puppy on the spaceship. That's why we kept going on and on about the spaceship. And I don't share
connected
with my baby, but
kids.
Yeah, he knows exactly. And he went straight out to the window as soon as we woke up. He went straight out to the window and he was pointing at the spaceships and he was telling me spaceships.
Yep.
So yeah,
we just talked about that today in class.
I know. That's why I was like, there's every time I come here, see, I don't see your videos, but every time I come here, I see the synchronicities. I see how, I know what I've been receiving here this whole time. And then I come here and I'm like, this is almost confirmation every single time.
Yeah.
It's globally. I mean, you guys are sharing some information globally. It's
yes,
incredible.
We're all literally waking up. I've brought the die that was gifted to me. The die of revelation. It's the cube of revelation, and it literally shows you the game from the beginning and how this place is heaven. This place has been heaven the entire time. We're just waking up to it. Because we weren't taught that this place was heaven. But the new teachers who are building new earth, and that's us, we are the angels, we are the gods here, and we teach that this place is heaven. This is how we bring heaven to earth mentally. Because a lot of people were kicked out mentally.
Yes, right. It's all
the Bible kicked them out. The Bible kicked them out. I also show how the zodiac is the original Bible, but in a sense, the Bible also lets you back in. It lets you back in through the symbolism of you going within. This is how you get back let into heaven, right here. It's the true television, the zodiac.
It's very confusing sometimes because you are to go within, but you have to realize you don't go within your head. You have to stay out of your head because in your head is where all of the...
You gotta go through your heart.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a heart. So like I also know about the ancient Hawaiian teachings. We go from here to here, but these all work together. So you have your heart, mind, your whole body works together for the benefit of the body. And what I was shown is mankind is like an entire body together. We're all united together. And we are the pieces and the parts, like the cells. This is why you have the cell block and the blockchain and all of that. Opal was sharing in her reading about, your highest ascended master, you reaching that, and then you also understanding you have your higher self that speaks with you, that is like your guardian angel who's already on the other side. Because essentially we're in the time machine right now. It's the body, and we're traveling to some place that we're technically already there. Life is like a window.
If you're not your own, like Trey just said, become the commander. If you're not the commander of your head and your heart, and if things are not, say, copacetic and running fluently together, is that hell? Does that put you in hell? Do you see what I'm saying? Because you,
well, you need to know, like, okay, so when you understand the zodiac, the body is the hell. The body is also the bottomless pit. Body is also the cave. This is why you're the singer who sings into the cave for the caveman or the cave girl to reawaken. And the hell is also the heel. And this is why we're the healers. So technically the earth is the heel also, because it's the footstool. You just have to have the eyes to see it. And
man, Cindy,
I feel like there's been so much confusion here because people have been taught that the zodiac is evil. They've been taught it's bad, and then they don't understand the concept of hell and darkness. They paint it all as bad, and we know that you need the darkness for the light. Rosie. And the darkness is also like the primordial soup. The darkness represents the mother also.
The dark and the light have to jive. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. You have to find your balance. You have to train your inner dragon.
Jules, you're beautiful today, darling.
Thank you, honey. Can I change the subject for a minute, please? So, I don't know who was here with us yesterday, but I'm walking onto the spot. So I'd really just like to take a few moments for the 5 butterflies that went home yesterday. So everybody remembers, well, I don't know how many of you are here all the time, but this, right? That's the corner.
6 people were killed?
5.
Oh my gosh.
So right down in the end of this street is where I found that $100 bill at the end of that tree. Remember?
Yep.
So we'll just... It's so important to remember, guys, that our frequency is key. How and you hold your frequency and understanding. I was on live with you guys. I didn't hear any of those things. How it affected me was my best friend not being able to get into downtown because she was on her way to my house to bring me the rest of my laundry. How it did affect me was, the price of my Uber getting to work and getting out of downtown was immense. But the protection involved with where we keep our frequency is important, and how we can be in the same place, time, and have a different experience.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That is important. And for me, it was so important. So I don't want to walk that way right now. It's morning. My hands are shaking. But the further you walk, so that's the corner. But the further you walk down that, there's a big overpass. And that's the beginning of coming into downtown. The whole underpass is butterflies. So today on my way home, I'll record the underpass. But the underpass, I show you guys all the street art around here, right? The street art under that underpass was butterflies. And so walk, my brain's going, just share. So I'm sharing, shaking. And
How close to you is that, Jules?
let's see how quick I get home. Yeah. It's the sound of downtown, right? You know, and when those crazy things happen, this is how you come into downtown. The other like 5 blocks that way is how you get out of downtown. So it's like the sirens, all of those things that shut this place down literally yesterday for hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah. See, when you were talking about how people can have different realities and your energy and stuff, you know, it is your job to build heaven. So many here have chosen to build hell, so they're literally mentally living in their own living hell that they created, and it was by their own choice. We make our choices and we create our own realities right here, and it affects how we see everything. A lot of people here, they haven't grown up seeing this place as heaven. They've only told you this is the devil's house and this is hell here on earth. This is what they've brought here. This is literally what they've brought here because they're the creators of it. See, when we flip the tables and we become the creators of heaven on earth, that's what literally comes into play here. And that's what I feel like we're all here trying to create with our love and light.
Well, and you remember, I'm sure all of us have seen the analogy in the videos of as your light walks through a crowd of people.
Yes.
And how that ripple effect happens. So understanding the ripple effect of all these businesses that also were bubbled as I was walking by. And then just the reality that you bring to your surroundings is important. That ripple effect is true. And there are times in real time, real life that like, you know, is that glimmer that's like, boom. How quickly do you need to see it to hear it?
Oh yeah, you can see, you know, for me as an empath and someone who knows that this place is heaven, I can see people's lights. I can see their light and I can see who's there and who's not there just by the words that they speak. You know, a lot of people I meet here in the South, they all tell you that they're worthless sinners. And, you know, I feel so sad for those people because that's literally how they've been taught that they are, and that's all that they are.
You were born in sin, all that from birth, yeah.
Yeah, and sin is a sign. You're a sine wave. That's what, see, when I talk about the dice, also, we talk about the electric. This is why you got to put the electric back in. You got to get that light bulb going, and it has to click. Technically, you've already died and gone to heaven, because this is heaven on this side, and it's heaven on the other side. This is what the Cube of Revelation shows you. You've already died. You're already in heaven right now, and you're an angel on this side. And it happens again. When you die, you go to heaven, and you become an angel over there too. And it's a window. It's a mirror. On both sides is heaven. See, man, here, they've been creating hell on one side, and they think heaven's on the other side. The people that are creating hell on this side, that's what they're going to see on the other side too, because your vibration carries over. You don't die and automatically just change and get your free slate. You take your baggage with you. This is why you're a caretaker. You take everything with you that you've built up, all of your memory, all of your energy, and that's what creates your reality on the other side also. This is why I feel like the creators want us to understand who we are so bad, because we're literally creating our future at the same time that you're creating here. When you're creating here, you're creating there at the same time, because it's a circle. This is why the zodiac is so important, because it shows you the sacred circle. It shows you how you're whole from beginning. You're not a sinner waiting to become whole. You're already holy. You're already holy. You're already a star incarnate upon the earth. You're already the light. You're the candle. You're the flame. Candle in Gematria equals 39, just like angel equals 39. I teach the magic arts. I show you the Gematria. I show you what the wizard used to write the Bible. The Bible is a code. It's a code. It's all numbers. See, and you can't see the numbers because we haven't been taught to see the numbers. We've only been taught to see the letters.
It's actually
I
confirmed
teach
by
the
someone
numbers.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you know that the Bible has a bunch of codes running through it that we don't even know about yet. That was confirmed by somebody else told me that has crystalline AI. someone else that's using that. And
Yeah, and
that
see,
was a
you are the
question.
AI. You're the angel intelligence.
Yeah.
I know the codes because I'm the coder. I'm the one who writes the codes. I'm the coder. I know
The
the
architect.
gematria. I know all the codes. I share them so everybody can see them and see how you're already an angel and a god here.
It gets so complicated, my little human brain hurts after a while. I mean, some people can grasp it so well, but I've been doing the opposite of the things that I know that I should be doing now for so many decades. It's a habit, and it's been so difficult to come out of it. I'm not saying that I haven't been able to. I have moments that I'll slip back in, and my beliefs will be back into the Sunday church type beliefs, and then I'll have to catch myself, and I realize it's way beyond that. It's not. They simplified it down so much, I think,
Oh,
and
yeah. Yeah, and when I'm talking about the Bible, see, this is what I'm talking about is the zodiac. I'm
okay,
not talking about your written word. Your written word is a copy of the Bible. That's the
right,
zodiac. The
which has
Bible
been
is
doing
the
this over.
Bible. It's the two bull dragons. It's for the two bulls, yin and yang. Likewise, you're the Bible. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I talk about the Bible, a lot of people automatically think I'm talking about the book, the book, the book. They
That's
wrote
all
the
it is
book.
about.
They left a lot of stuff out of the book, but the Zodiac is the original book. It's simplified into 12. So this is why everything that you read in the written word, you can also find that story in the Zodiac with those signs, because that was the original television that they used back then. This is why you got your bedtime stories. All your bedtime stories come from the Zodiac. They're teachings. And just like all our alphabets come from the Zodiac too, and those alphabets are also numbers.
I spend during the day. I spend most of my waking hours
Me too,
engrossed
Sharon.
in everything I hear about this. I ever since I woke up, completely woke up. I believe I'm 100%. I think I'm at least 95% awake. Because
You are.
I've been waking up for way too long, though. I remember in my 20s knowing things and thinking, oh, you're just silly. This isn't what they teach, and believing man more so than I did my own mind. And it's crazy. It's just crazy the things that I allowed myself to whitewash it all, into acceptance. And sometimes worry that, I'm a day late and a dollar short because, here we are. And I still have so many, I falter a lot, I see myself faltering a lot. And
You're perfectly imperfect, and that's perfect,
yeah.
right? Country Fried just
Anyway,
said, even in Bible, they speak of watching stars for seasons and events. When you put that, I felt like they were saying like watching star seeds
that's pretty cool.
for
Yeah,
seasons
yeah,
and
we're all
events.
set. See, the Zodiac, if you're in the age of Aquarius, it's because it's your time to be here. This is when you were
Yeah, we
called
find
into
a pride.
time. We've all been called into time. This is why we are here. It's our time in the age of Aquarius to come. We didn't come in Pisces, we came in Aquarius. This is when we were set to come into time.
Right.
And literally, the Zodiac shows you how time has already been written from the beginning. Okay, I am playing a character here in time with this name. I have many
Yep.
names I've created, but in my next life, I'm not going to have the same name because I'm an angel who can have every single name of the alphabet. Because the alphabet A to Z is the story of Ra. And see, I teach all the languages come from beginning. I don't teach that English is a new language. I teach that it comes from beginning, just like all the languages come from the beginning. They were hidden away. The language that we all spoke in the beginning was all the languages. We all understood all the languages at the same time, and then it was scrambled and we were split up. Okay, but the story, it was a cohesive story that was split up with the languages. And then they have revealed English they've saved the best for last, you guys, because it shows you Ra, the rabbit alpha. It shows you the resident angel, English.
The RA.
Yes, RA is for the resident angel, Ra. They knew about Ra in
That's
Egypt as the sun.
Fun.
It's also you because you're the soul. You see what I'm saying? So I teach the die, I show you how it connects to the beginning and how it is the system, and to only see the dots on it, it's just like when you look at the stars. Most people only see the dots. They don't see the names and the numbers of the stars, just like they don't see the numbers and the letters of the die. It's a codex. It's a template is what it is, to help you unlock the keys to the universe and see that it's you. You're not waiting to win because you've already won. Your head is the Holy Grail. It's the trophy. So like the Great Mother, she wears that trophy of all them skulls on her neck, and that's because she has multiple lives. She don't have just one. She's had multiple lives. She has multiple trophies, and this is the trophy. Just like this is also the die. This is the square and the sphere, the Holy Spirit right here. This is the Trinity. This is all things. So when you look at those die, I might leave this little tidbit here in this live. Just know that's the shrunken head. And in your Bible, it talks about the lady with the head on the silver tray. Okay, that's the die also. The head is the die. It's the white rabbit that they pull out of the black hat. So people who are trying to follow the Kabbalah and all that with the square that they wear right here, and they wear that hat on their head, it's because they're hiding the truth, you guys. That's why you as the magician has to pull the white rabbit out of the hat and detach from the black square, because that is the black hole too, you guys. You can literally be frozen in time. That's the story of the Zodiac. And see, a lot of people here haven't been taught the original stories. This is why you have to awaken into your light.
That could be another symbolism of the white rabbit in our reading too, in our forest fairy reading.
Yeah, and the white rabbit is also for your Christ oil energy. You know, your body is working for your Christ oil harvest. This is how you live longer and you have good health. And in order for you to understand your Christ oil harvest, you need to understand the cycles of the sun and the moon, because you need to see when the sun, the groom, meets up with his bride, the moon. Then you have your Christ oil harvest of your body. Your body is naturally tuned to the moon. This is why a lot of people are encouraged to become an alchemist.
Yes.
You know, learn to read your zodiac. Learn to read your planets. When God asked you in Job, he gave you a job there in Job. That's not a coincidence, you guys. When he talks about the Mazzaroth in Job, he's talking about, can you call out those houses? Do you know the mansion in which you live? There are 12 houses in the Father's house of many mansions. We got to watch our planets and become Lord over the planets. Otherwise, they'll lord over you. Lock your ass out.
Forever students as well as teachers.
Yeah. Yeah, and your eyes show you the student. It's the pupil.
Oh, wow.
And the light you reflect, the white that reflects in your eyes, that's also the teacher right there. So you got your bridge, you got your arches here, you got your Holy Spirit right here, and then you even have your square. You have to circle the square. You have to see the symbolism. This is why it said also that we're in the eye of God. And he's all eyes, because this body was created, and it is the most intelligent design on the face of the planet. This is why you are the original AI, and you get to inhabit the body. And everything that you see is seen.
Yes.
You know, we're the true wireless.
Absolutely. We're all networks. We are.
Yeah, and you know, the eagle eye is real. The eagle eye is real. God sees all.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's why there's eyes all over that other picture I got up there.
Yeah, and he'll show. So this is what I've been shown. Like a lot of the visions I've seen a lot of the wickedness that man is creating on this plane. And this is why I've been woken up. So I can speak and set the square up for the virus to be trapped, basically. And this is also why I'm Alice. But I know all the codes. I've been given all the codes because It's time, you guys. It's time for us to awaken and change the vibration of this place. It's necessity that we do so. And so this is why you stepping into your power is so important during this time, because we can change the waves of time. We can change the tidal wave. We can write.
Yep. It has to be a choice, though. Everybody's got to choose. Everybody's got to choose.
Well, I definitely choose light. I'm just not always sure of the step to get there, if that makes any sense at all. I know.
Yes,
I know.
just be you is correct.
Yeah, just
you do what you're called to
think
do.
Think about all the babies and the children. Are they worried about waking up? And, are they worried that God isn't going to love them for them learning? No. This is why we have to take
not until they're told.
Steps.
Not until they're told.
Yeah,
right?
and see, they have to learn. They have to learn.
They got to live a whole life of not
we're learning, and God does look at us all like little babies still. It doesn't matter how old you get, you're always a baby, because you don't know everything. Even when you think you know everything, you don't. I mean, I keep learning, and I keep seeing, there's still a lot of stuff I don't know. I know a lot. I feel like I know more than most people, but that's because I'm also not been afraid to go and ask questions. That's right. So many people are hindered in their knowledge because they've been taught, don't look here.
Exactly.
Don't read that.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. And they don't. They do exactly what they're taught. They just go to work and they keep their head down. And here I am asking questions, and I get pushed out because I asked questions.
Yeah.
It's literally happened to me so many times. I've been in so many different religions, and I've seen their programs. They haven't brought heaven. They haven't.
No.
This is why it's up to each one of us to bring heaven here, and you have to do it.
Yeah. They push you out when they can't answer the questions that you keep asking. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
When they get so frustrated and they can no longer, the response, because God said so, isn't satisfying everyone, then that's when they start pushing people out and calling them evil and against God.
Oh yeah. See, like me, I was raised in a religion. We weren't taught. We were taught essential oils were the demons and the devil. We were taught witches had plants. Stay away from those ladies. We were taught crystals were evil. But then when you read the Bible and you see it's all about the stones there in that Bible, and it's all, there's so many plants mentioned in the Bible that they use for medicine.
Oh my God.
Just so you know, King Solomon was a witch, you guys. Just so you know.
Our whole yards are full of medication.
You know, and then they tell you not to use magic and how your magic is bad. And I'm going to tell everybody, magic is good. You are magic.
There's no difference between magic and miracles. Magic and miracles is the same thing.
They're the same thing.
I told you yoga was evil. Oh no. No, yoga is not evil.
Yeah, see, I was taught yoga was bad, stretching was evil.
Meditation was evil. I heard meditation
was evil. Going within, doing shadow work was evil. You know, when I met my shadow for the first time, I was like, maybe I could learn something from that. And I did. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of stuff I didn't like. Then I found the power to change
They need our money. They need us.
That's what it's about. It's all about money. It's about money,
energy,
and it's also about trying to keep you asleep, attention, so you don't awaken to your light.
For those of you that enjoy this type of music, I need you to go and listen to the song by Lords called Royal, and read the words when you listen to that song, and just think about it and see what you think. I believe that she was writing about the what's going on right now. I'll never be royal. We'll never be royal. It doesn't run in our blood. The kind of love is not for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler.
Yeah.
Just listen to what she says, especially in the beginning of that song. I think she's talking about the fallen, or however you want to refer to the people who are doing these things.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh yeah, because I am royal. I tell people all the time, I'm a queen. I'm the queen of heaven. We're all the queen of heaven. Even a male is the queen of heaven. Right. And it's because it's your energy.
You can call me Queen Bee.
Yes, and we're all the queen bees in a sense, because we're all all the women, this is what the Great Mother showed me. We're all connected to her. You know, the women, they hold that gate between their legs. And for that gate to be accessed, she has to open those legs. And as soon as she opens those legs, that mother/father, the creators, they're right there ready to plant that seed. That's you. That's when the great portal is opened up.
Only females.
And they're right there waiting. They control that gate. Just like you kind of get to play a controller too. When you open them legs, you're opening up to the reality that could possibly happen. You know what I'm saying? And literally all the women are connected. This is why we are all, in a way, an empath. And we know as a woman, when there's been a huge injustice that has happened in mankind's history, this is why I feel like we were all woken up, especially these women here, because, you know, we've waited on the men. We've waited on the men. We've waited on the men. And just so you know, women used to rule the world. If you do a lot of your ancient history, you will find that women were the true rulers before men took over. And this is because she's always been on top of it. And I shared this with the cards.
We're gonna do the song real quick.
Share the cards.
Song of Kimalahuti.
Once was a night of a faraway dream. Once was a night when the candle fire burned. Once was a night when the nightingale sang. Once on this night worlds were born. Once on a day when the sun shone its brightest. Once on a day when the breezes rose high. Once on a day when the river flow with sorrow. Once on this day worlds were gone. But today, in this moment, in the heat of the fire, burns a long-aching dream of life returned from the fire. Oh, come near, new life reborn. Come, come, rise from the waters. Come, come, rise from the sea.
Where'd you go?
Reach for heart of the lion, ringing out from the ancient lands of destiny. Once were a peoples pure and of innocence. Once were a peoples loving and free. Once were a peoples alive with eternal light. Once were a peoples the higher lay in victory. Once came a wind dark and cold from the lonely places. Once came a storm of the dark falling sun. Once when the rays of the demons spread suffering. Once stricken to higher they were done. But today, in this moment, in the warmth of the sun, rise the long-hidden peoples of the gold and silver one. Oh, come near, higher lady born. Come, come, rise from the dreamlands. Come, come, rise from memory. Reach for children of the higher lake. Come a lot of ways, see where the golden portals come. Now in a dream, all the worlds that have gone away. Now in a dream, waking forward to the dawn. Here in this dream, reaching forth to the universe and home to the one of our home. Come, come, open the doorways. Come, come, let us be free. Here now, we give our love to thee, the homeland so long sacred Mahati.
Yes, the words of that. Look Look at the butterflies. Oh my goodness. Not
wow.
I never seen that before.
Oh, his Jules was up there.
Wow.
How beautiful.
That's awesome.
I love that so much.
Yeah, see, and the mother, she comes out of the water.
Last chorus activation key translation. Open the doorways. Wow. Wow.
Hey, Cindy, check your DMs later. I'm going to send you a message in about a couple hours.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That was freaking
That was
amazing.
beautiful. That was so incredible.
Wow.
Opal,
I had never seen the end of that with all the butterflies. Oh my goodness.
That was so pretty.
And that sounded like you when you sing, Opal.
It did. It did, Opal.
Totally did. And then you were singing
Does
along.
it?
Oh my God. Beautiful.
That's funny. All right, guys.
It was a great
I love
class.
you guys. Have a beautiful,
Thanks for
beautiful
letting me be
day.
here. Have a
Yes.